Axl Rose, Guns N' Roses has told Trump not to play our music at his rallies. Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose tore into President Trump on Sunday for playing the band's music at his political rallies after they formally requested him not to. Man, this story happens all the time. If you're a Republican and you like good music, first of all, you really miss the messages in that music. But second of all, must be tough. Must be tough. Bruce Springsteen told Reagan, stop playing my frickin' music. Tom Petty told Trump, stop playing my music. Guns N' Roses told Trump, stop playing my music. Pretty much everyone told George W. Bush, stop playing my frickin' music. So what did George W. Bush have to do? He had to settle for 3 Doors Down. Basically, every Republican has to settle for 3 Doors Down. Quite possibly the worst rock and roll ever made. That band is absolutely terrible. Why? Because they're corporate, homogenized nonsense. That's why they'll play for George W. Bush and not care. They have no idea what they're doing. We've talked about them in the past. They don't have any political views. They just see a paycheck. They don't have any integrity. And their music sucks, which makes it easy to write them off. And I know nobody here listens to them. And if you do listen to 3 Doors Down, you would never find this show appealing. Ever. If you're an exception to that, please write me. Please let me know. If you're like, I'm a 3 Doors Down fan and I freaking love your show, I won't apologize because I'll just be like, what makes you connect with 3 Doors Down? Like, they're terrible. Anyway, let's get back to this article. Rose took to Twitter to vent his frustrations. All right, so here's what he says. Just so you know, GNR, like a lot of artists, oppose the unauthorized use of their music at political events and has formally requested our music not be used at Trump rallies or Trump-associated events. Unfortunately, the Trump campaign is using loopholes in the various venues' blanket performance licenses, which were not intended for such craven political purposes without the songwriter's consent. Can you say shitbags? Yes, I can, Axl. Yes, I can. Axl said he thought it was ironic that Trump supporters were listening to anti-Trump music at his campaign rallies, but I don't imagine them. But he says, I don't imagine a lot of them really get that or care. So I don't know what anti-Trump music he's. I mean, I'm not familiar with Guns N' Roses catalog, especially as of recent. So I guess I don't know if he's hinting that they're making anti-Trump music. Maybe they are. I don't have any clue. But I don't know what he's referring to. Several musicians have instructed Trump not to use their songs during his rallies, including Aerosmith's Steven Tyler, Twisted Sister, Elton John, and members of Prince's estate. Elton John's an interesting one. Because he's kind of, I thought him and Trump were friends. There's been other reports of Trump and Elton being buddies. Because Trump gave Elton John a shout-out at a press conference. He's like, my buddy Elton John says leave them wanting more. And then he left a press conference. Trump did that as of recent. So he's such good buddies with you. He doesn't want you using his music at his rallies. What a pal. What a pal. Man, that's a crazy thought that a plutocratic billionaire who has proven that he's a by-the-book megalomaniac narcissist wouldn't know what a real friend is. What a shock. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, man. Here's something else in the article that kind of is a side note here. The rock icon, who is currently also the lead singer of AC/DC. Axl's on the pipes for AC/DC right now. I did not know that. And I gotta be honest, that's something I would love to see. I'm not a huge I appreciate AC/DC for what they are. I'm not a huge fan one way or another. I appreciate their songs. I appreciate what they did. But seeing Axl on the pipes, and I'm not a Guns N' Roses fan. I'm really not. Especially like when they had the beef with Nirvana. I'm a big Nirvana guy, so I kind of, really haven't appreciated Guns N' Roses for a lot of years. But Axl on the pipes with AC/DC, that'd be badass to see. So thanks for sharing that, Edwin.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know Placone. We'll go through it together and make it